ATL is no stranger to extravagant concerts and shows. And based on the light show we've got going right now, things are heating up in Hotlanta tonight. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the back. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. So the Auburn Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's got him in the flat. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got a man, it's Irvin. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big one.
Trying to take it back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Unloads quickly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
First play of the period, 1st down here. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Release to the back. Finds his man. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach is...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires to the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Snagged out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Defenses throughout the league study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll try the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Davis will throw. Floats it out in space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Plows through the defense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready.
He's loose. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Got his man to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Makes a connection. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Huff. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. By the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Davis will throw. He caught it. They will score. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Gets it out quickly. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it's no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Takes it on the return. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Davis looking to pass. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Gets away from one, finds some space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the fourth. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together. They've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Boone. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to